Here is a Presto disc that was recorded in 1941, 12/26/41, a newscast with Ken McClure from Dallas, Texas. Now here's side 2 of the record. You can hear side 1 in another video.
To their words to remain at their jobs, rather than enlist now in the nation's armed forces. General Hershey, Director of National Selective Service, pointed out that we need men for the land and naval forces, but back of these must be millions who produce the munitions of war, the guns, the ships, and the planes. There must be men not alone in our factories and farms, he continued, but also on the thousands of farms from which our food must come. Hershey addressed the workmen as follows: until you are called, your duty is to redouble your efforts in the task you are now performing. The Selective Service System, he said, provides an orderly and systematic method for procurement of manpower. In this method, selection is based on the kind of service the individual can best render to his nation. The individual has only to list his capacities, and he can rest assured that the machinery of the Selective Service System will call upon him when his country needs him. Hershey's comment followed reports of hundreds of skilled workers employed by concerns manufacturing war materials abandoned their jobs and volunteered for the armed services in the week following Japan's treacherous attack against America in the Far East. Flow of industrial workers into the Army was noted especially in several eastern and midwestern manufacturing centers. Leaders said today that legislation to permit purchase of 50 million gas masks for civilians in so-called target areas in the continental United States heads a list of must bills awaiting speedy action when Congress returns after the first of the year. A measure vesting in Civilian Defense Director H. LaGuardia broad authority to provide adequate protection of persons and property from bombing attacks has passed the Senate, but the House had not approved it when the Christmas recess started. Urged by defense officials as essential to provide for the worst, the bill's authority would also be used to purchase vital firefighting equipment for cities along the coasts and defense manufacturing areas. The measure, however, is only one of a number of war bills which Congress is to send to the White House soon after the new session starts. There is a measure to increase naval enlisted strength from 300,000 to 500,000 and Marine Corps personnel from 60,000 to 104,000. Pending in the Naval Affairs Committee of the two houses, this bill is the first step toward a 1 million man fleet which will be necessary when the two-ocean Navy is completed. And now, Fritz Cooler.
Metal Lowry with the latest news is brought to you every day, Monday through Saturday, by your friendly Babcock Bros Auto Supply store. Remember to see your nearest Babcock store for the best values in auto replacement parts and accessories, polish and seat covers. Invest your savings in defense bonds and stamps. Babcock stores are located in Denison, Sherman, Bonham, McKinney, Gainesville, Paris, Greenville, Honey Grove, Sulphur Springs, Terrell, Marshall, Hillsborough, Waxahachie, Denton, Nakona, Cleveland, Plano, Grand Saline, Temple, St. Joe, here in Dallas at 1901 2nd Avenue, and in Durant you'll go into Ardmore, Oklahoma. Homa. Your Gebhardt Man on the Street, brought to you with the compliments of your grocer and the Gebhardt Chili Powder Company of San Antonio for nearly 50 years. Makers of Gebhardt's fine Mexican foods and the world's largest Gebhardt's famous barbecue sauce as a special seasoning for after-holiday menus. Prepared in the old-time southwestern style that makes every dish a tempting taste treat. Gebhardt's at your grocer. And now here is Fritz Cooler, your Gebhardt Man on the Street. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to another Gebhardt Man on the Street broadcast, direct from the Main Street entrance of the Adolphus Hotel in downtown Dallas. We're starting play today. So here we go. A question sent by our listeners to the people passing here on the street. And there's our first customer. What is your name, please, sir? Leonard. And town is in Texas? That's right. All right, sir. We have a question for you from Mrs. Annie Stutz at Thornton, Texas. Here it is. The American flag is called Stars and